What up, y'all? How's it going? BenDeen here. Today, I'm gonna be cooking up and trying out a steak that I got from a convenience store here in Korea. It was about $9 and it was originally frozen, but I thawed it out. And I don't know, I just thought this would be interesting to try because I've never really seen a steak being sold at a convenience store before. This is supposedly Black Angus, some kind of sirloin steak. And as you can see, it's not the biggest piece of meat here, but for $9, it's not bad. If you're really craving steak in the middle of the night, this could, this could come in the clutch. So let's open this thing, prep it up, and then throw it on a pan. Hopefully I can just tear this open. Yep. That's cool that I don't need a knife or scissors or anything to open the package. And let's just pull out this steak. So, to be honest, I mean, it is feeling pretty nice. It's a pretty decent thickness, and it's got a lot of fat on this side, which I may or may not eat. I'm not an expert in cooking steak, but for this cook, I'm going to just cover it in some olive oil and then season it with some herb salts, which is basically probably like, you know, salt, pepper, maybe some garlic powder or something. I don't really have regular salt and pepper, so this should do. I mean, this is pretty good. I just put some olive oil on this bad boy. I'm gonna rub it in a bit. And I'm gonna put a generous amount of this stuff. I've had this stuff a few times. Actually, no, I've used this stuff a lot, and so it is pretty tasty. I think it will go very good on a steak. I'm gonna pat it in a little bit. Looking pretty good. Just gonna flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. I like my steaks heavily seasoned, if you can't tell. Let's take it over to the fry pan. It's super hot right now. I like to get it super hot and then get that nice sear on it. Even though I know my house is gonna get real smoky, I think it will be worth it. So let's throw this in there. I'm not gonna put any other oil in the pan because there's enough oil on the steak, I feel like. So let's drop it in. I think this is pretty much done. I might have actually overcooked it, even though it was only on there for a couple minutes. Alright, so this has been resting for a few minutes and is looking ready to eat. You know, I'm just gonna pick it up and show you guys. A lot of juice coming off of it, and it's looking pretty decent, I gotta say, for a convenience store steak. Like I said, I think I might have overcooked it a bit, just from the field test. Yeah, that's definitely looking, at least, it feels like medium well, but I'm hoping there's still some red or pink inside. I'm not counting on it. I was getting kind of distracted with the filming and stuff, and my house did get really smoky. But anyway, let's just cut this open and see what we're working with. Okay, yeah, first piece on the edge. You know, usually the edges are a little bit more done, but that's not bad. I mean, there's still a little bit of pink in there, which, you know, I thought it would be completely like gray and just burnt to a crisp, but it's not bad. Let's try it out. The flavor is great, I gotta say right off the bat. That first bite on the edge, there was a little bit of fat. It wasn't the most tender steak I've ever eaten, I'll admit that right now. But it wasn't too tough at all. The flavor again was on point. I think that seasoning works really well with steak. Maybe even a little bit better than salt and pepper, although that is a classic, salt and pepper. You can't really beat that. But I mean, overall, I'm happy with that first bite for sure. Here's the next piece. Yeah, I did kind of overcook it, so the tenderness, that could just be my fault. If I didn't cook it as long, it might be. I think it would be a little bit more tender. But super flavorful. I think I seasoned it to perfection. And wow, I mean, I'm impressed by this convenience store steak, to be honest. That fat cooked nicely too. It's not, sometimes with the fat it can be kind of chewy or whatever. No chewiness in that fat part, so I mean, that's a win for me. Let's get a piece over here. I can't lie, I'm enjoying this steak. I feel like when you're craving a steak and you don't want to like go to the mart or spend a lot of money or something, like this will do in a pinch. Also, I feel like maybe I'm making it sound like this isn't good. I mean, obviously it's not the world's best steak, but I am definitely impressed by what I got for the price and from where I got it from. I think this would be perfect if you're making like steak fajitas or something, like if you want a steak sandwich and you got some bread, you got some other stuff, but you don't got no steak. Like this would be perfect for that. Yeah, I don't know. I am impressed by this $9 convenience store steak for sure. I wish I would have cooked it a little bit less. That's the only thing I have. That's the only problem I have, but still not chewy at all. Relatively tender for overcooking it. There's nothing that's telling me that this is from a convenience store, It doesn't taste like a convenience store steak. I would definitely eat this again too, for sure. Especially, oh man, that caramelization part right here. Try to show you. This is where it's at right here, if it'll focus. The more I'm eating this, the more I'm liking it too. Man, and also, this was originally usually like a 1+1 deal, buy one get one at the convenience store. So this was like 2 steaks for 10 or $9. That's not bad at all. When I went in there today, the deal just ended or something, so I could only get one for 10 or for $9. But and to be honest, I didn't think I was gonna eat that fat, because there's a big, a good amount of fat on there. I just didn't trust this at all. This is actually blowing my expectations out of the water. That's super tasty. That was a great little steak lunch there. I would definitely get this again. That's about it for this video. I just thought it was kind of interesting because I've just never seen a steak at like a convenience store or a gas station before. So I thought it would be kind of interesting to try it out. And overall, man, I would give this a very positive review. At least a B plus, I'm thinking. So yeah, good stuff here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.